Hey guys, good morning. I just finished doing, 9.62 miles. So I'm about to do, however long it takes me to tell the story. There you go. I usually try to do 10 minutes when I record, but not necessary right now. I need to rate this class. I hope you all can hear me okay. I always feel like because there's not a external mic connected to my phone, which I actually can connect one, that it's not like loud enough. So number one, I finally have a partner to do Peloton workouts with me. So I'm really excited about that. I've been wanting that for a year and some change now. Thank you to that. Cool down ride challenges, more rides. Start writing. Start. All right, maybe I'll do 2 miles, but like I said, I just did some and my butt hurts from sitting on here. Got it connected on the watch, of course. So I want to start by saying my name is Moni Meish. I am a million things, but most importantly, I am a rapper. New music coming out every month. Today is, I want to say April 7th. Hey Alexa, what's today's date?
Today is Saturday, May 7th.
Oh, I said April, goodness. Yes, today's May 7th, my bad. So, from January, my song Show Me Off came out, which is a song about like looking good and a guy treating you how you expect to be treated. February, Fantasize came out in time for Valentine's Day. March, 10 came out. March is just like a hard month to put out music because you have South by Southwest and you have March Madness where there's like no holidays. People are working pretty much like every day straight. People's energies are like really exhausted. But I put out 10. I think 10 is a great song. Did I really promote it after it came out? No, but check out 10. 10 is a song about like 10 years ago people kind of treated you like trash and now they're trying to say what's up. You looking good, you feeling good, hair got long, skin is popping. And then that was March. April. Oh my God, what song came out in April? Oh, my EP came out in April. April 11th, URTLOML, You Are the Love of My Life, came out, which is doing really well compared to my other EPs. It's only 3 weeks out, and I have 1,050 streams, which at this point, if you watch this like 10 years from now, I've only been rapping for a year and like 3 months, so that's pretty good for me. And this month, for May, I have a song coming out called Dear Corey, which is like a rock pop song, and it's about finding someone's ID and giving it back and loving ice cream instead of like spending their money. I tried to give them back their money, even though there's a million things I could have done with it. Not sure. Oh, next month I have this song called Chains coming out because of Juneteenth, so it has to do with like slavery and things of that nature. Anyway, so what I wanted to talk about today is that every time I make these videos and record, I'm never meeting my time. Like I'm 2 minutes and 50 seconds in. I'm only at 0.40 when I should be at 0.50, but whatever. Okay, so I went to see Aladdin on Broadway yesterday, and it was great. I saw it maybe 8 years ago, and I remember I saw it. I remember like the things coming out the sky. I remember the magic carpet. But yesterday was different. Yesterday was more magical, more fun, more intense, more loving, more creative, more everything really. And I think it's a wonderful production. Compared to Lion King, I do think it's better than Lion King. If you think Lion King is better or Aladdin is better, let me know in the chat. I've seen Anastasia in the past. Didn't like that either. It completely went off subject of the Disney. Wait, is that Disney, Anastasia? I think so. Whatever it is. It completely went off from that. Anyway, so when I got these tickets with my dad, they were on sale for $89 or $88 because of the 8-year anniversary. So probably 88. And talking to my sister, I'm like, oh, what if we take Dad? Which, if you listen to You Are the Love of My Life, the intro, which is Rush, and then the intermission, what? I don't even know what word. Sorry, my background is in like theater, and then poetry, and now like rapping. I'm getting all the words mixed. I'm sure it's not interlude. Wow, boom, there you go. So the interlude, I think I named it Get They Self Together, is also my dad's voice. And he was really excited to be on that EP. And now he was excited to see Aladdin. So we all had, well, me and my dad, we had work yesterday morning, and Aladdin was after, and he got on the Long Island Railroad and the New York City MTA. And it was his first time being on the Long Island Railroad in over 30 years. I'm 32. His first time being on in over 30 years. And I didn't get the Long Island Railroad because I'm in the city. But my sister was like, yo, he was so amazed. And when the train was moving, he was like, whoa, what's happening? And I'm like, oh, that's so cute. And then, so we went, when they got there a little late, but I'm not going to even get into that. I don't like being late to the theater. I feel like theater is my life. I've studied theater for years. Theater is something, the first time I went as an adult, like I bought a brand new dress, I got my hair done, I really got dressed up to go to the theater. And half of me says, oh, that's really like an old school mindset. Like, it's not like the 1800s. You're not going to the theater to see what other people have on, like how people used to do. Now you're going because you genuinely like enjoy theater, you enjoy costumes, or you enjoy the set, whatever the case may be. It's not the same as it was before. But for me, it is. For me, I want to get dressed up and go to the theater. At least I did when I started studying theater, because I definitely had on Uggs and a sweatshirt yesterday, but it was also raining, in my defense. Anyway, so we get there, and they need to use the bathroom, and then the guy was like, oh, the bathroom is that way. And then in my mind I'm like, oh, you're not going to show my dad where the bathroom is at? And he's 72, I want to say. So in my mind, I need to walk you to the bathroom. What? It's preposterous. You can't walk to the bathroom by yourself. But he did, and he came back. And then it was my sister, my dad, and then me sitting on the end. And I think he knew I was upset that they were late, but he didn't say anything. He kept on like looking at me in his seat and just like checking on me, which made me feel like loved and appreciated. And he really enjoyed it. So his favorite part was the genie, of course. Everyone's favorite is the genie. His favorite was the genie. When the little string things came out the side, he looked up and he's like, wow. He liked the set changes, the magic carpet. He's like, I'm trying to look for how they got the magic carpet moving. He's like, I don't know. I'm like, Dad, me neither. This is my second time. I don't get it either. And this is also his first time going to Broadway. So I'm like, there's a lot of emotions behind it. One, I'm proud of me for having a decent job and being able to like make this happen. Being able to say, hey, I'm gonna get this ticket for my dad, and I want him to come to have this experience that he hasn't had as he's getting older. So that was one thing. And like when it was over, he's like, oh, we should do this again. I'm like, oh, I'm down. You ain't nothing but a thing. Like, I'm always down to go see theater. It was nice. I feel like people born that long ago, they are used to, at least in my dad's case, right? He's from one of those Carolinas, and like he has memories of the KKK. He has memories of the KKK trying to like hang his mother, trying to shoot his mom. He has memories of fires being burned. He's lived through different wars and different time periods and different types of circumstances. Like, I think that he deserves to have a good life, and it makes me a little impartial to the situation, because on one hand I'm like, oh, I'm a good kid, and at least I think that about myself, and I love my dad, and I'm I'm working, I have a full-time job, I'm literally getting my master's right now, and I'm like, I want to take care of him. But then also with inflation in New York City, it's like, can I really afford to take care of my dad? So those are things that often run through my mind. Anyway, so at the end of the show, my butt hurts. At the end of the show, they were gonna take a cab from 42nd Street to 34th Street, and I'm like, it's literally one stop away. And then they're like, oh, we don't have Metro cards, and I'm like, oh, I can just scan you with my phone. And they're like, what? My sister's like, but do you have your own Metro card? I'm like, yeah, I could just do it with my phone. So my dad is like, wow. He didn't know that was a thing. And then the first train that we got into on 34th Street, it was a homeless guy in their sleep. So the train looked really disgusting, as per usual. And the announcer was like, oh, we're not taking any passengers. Everyone needs to get off. And then the homeless guy, when he realized there was no one on there, he starts begging on the door. He's like, let me out, let me out. And I feel bad for laughing at him, but it was funny. He ended up being let out. And then the next train to come was the one going downtown. So I was like, all right, come on, y'all. We're crossing the platform. They just looked at me like, why are we moving? Bro, I'm like, if I didn't, again, not my responsibility, but as an adult, as someone who's able to take leadership in situations, I was like, if I don't go with y'all are going to get lost. Which they would have. So I rode with them to 34th Street. I showed my dad, like, the waiting areas in 34th Street. And then I walked them down to their train. And it was a beautiful feeling. Like, feeling like, so if you all didn't know, like, I have depression, anxiety, insomnia, panic attacks, blah, 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 you name it. And in that moment, I felt loved, and I felt like I was getting love. And I never quite feel like an adult because, like, you know, my dad's my dad and I'm his kid. But I felt like an adult. I felt like I was doing the right thing. And what a beautiful experience. Oh, God, this is going to be so over 10. Oh, this video is going to be long. I'm at 1.67. Actually, I already did my 10 miles today. I'm going to stop. So I want to close this video by saying that my brother Robert, he always references this thing from Charlemagne. In Charlemagne's book, he talks about, like, I didn't read it, but just based on what my brother said, like, how parents are basically doing the best that they know how to do. And DMX said something about, like, how we should, like, forgive our parents. I wrote it down. I literally wrote a song that I never put out because it didn't feel right anymore. But DMX said something about, like, forgiving parents. And not that I need to forgive him in particular. Also, so my biological father, name is Keith. My foster father, who's the most important father to me, his name is Frazier. So the one I was with is Frazier last night. And there's nothing that I need to forgive him for at this exact moment. My point in saying all of this, I feel like I was going in a circle, is that sometimes when we're young, we don't understand things like what's going on or why things are going on. And then if you actually take the mental time to sit and to think back about, like, their lives and what was happening during, like, their time period, then I think we can learn a lot about our parents and why they are the way that they are. Because it's like Frazier lived through segregation, right? My biological mother and father, they are at the beginning of the crack epidemic. They are there during AIDS. They are there during the first Twin Towers going down. Like, their lives have just been different. They are alive during redlining. They are alive during, like, Bronx is burning. And when I think about that, it's like, wow, like, mentally you've been through a lot. So if you are a broken person or a person who's not always together, there are reasons for it. But people try to look at mental strength like, oh, were you able to persevere? Were you able to push through? Everyone isn't able to push through. Everyone isn't able to persevere. And then when you have kids and you go through all these life things, then it's kind of like, well, now I have a kid, I'm obligated to be here for this kid, but like, what can I honestly do with this for this kid after all the things that that they've been through? Anyway, that was a lot. I'm very pensive. I'm just thankful that I'm in a position where I can show him nice things, or where I can introduce him to things that he hasn't had the time to experience before he personally expires. I really love him. I think that out of everyone in my life, well, the parental figures, like, he has the biggest chokehold on my heart right now. All right, I'm gonna go. My name is Moni Meish once again. Check out my new music. Like, I'm a rapper. I want to perform. Like, what's good? Invite me out. When you see me outside, don't act like you don't know me. Okay, bye.